So TikTok now allows videos up to 30 minutes long. Should you be using it? Yes, no, maybe. What are the pros and cons? Now, when it comes to social media, it's all an experiment. And the fact that the algorithms are constantly changing all of the time means that once you've figured out something that works and you think you've nailed it, the system changes and you've got to experiment some more to figure out the next thing that works. Now, there's been this ongoing battle between TikTok and YouTube for quite some time. YouTube, for many years, has dominated long form video content, particularly in landscape view. And a lot of people use YouTube to search for information, education, and how-to based content. YouTube has to date been the #1 leading go-to platform for people who are seeking how-to information. Course creators, coaches, consultants, all these people who are providing information and knowledge to their audience should be on TikTok. Should be on TikTok, but should be on YouTube first and foremost. YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world, and not being there is missing out on a substantial amount of traffic. YouTube's a slow grow, but it is well worth being there for the long-term searchability and discoverability of your content, because when people type something in on the search engines, it's YouTube videos that come up in the search results. But let's go back to the TikTok YouTube war, this battle that's been going on for a few years. When TikTok came along and started stealing all the viewers with this real short, sharp, fast, adrenaline pumping, dopamine pumping content, YouTube went, whoa! And that's when YouTube introduced YouTube Shorts, and it allowed portrait videos, copied tick, that YouTube could try and give people this short dopamine hit based content. And it did pull a lot of people back over to YouTube, because YouTube was rewarding people who post shorts with tons and tons of views. And by the way, it still is. If you are creating any kind of content at all and your videos are less than 60 seconds or less, please be posting them as shorts on YouTube. Easy to do that on your mobile phone. If you download the YouTube app, I should have connected my phone to this channel here, but when you go to the YouTube app and you've got this plus button in the middle, press that, and you can see here, there's my hello. You can either press record or upload a pre-recorded video right here, and that will upload as a short. Yeah, that's all you do, to upload shorts, and YouTube is rewarding people. Anyway, the battle continues, and TikTok, you can't be stealing our people. If you're going to steal our short people, we're going to steal your long form people. TikTok, first of all, allowed 10-minute videos as a bit of experimentation. And a lot of the bigger TikToks who have bigger followings were getting 10 minutes worth of content being consumed, because everyone was like, that ain't going to work on TikTok. TikTok's like fast consuming content. No, people started watching it. And then TikTok have now decided to increase that to 30-minute long videos in a bid to poo YouTube. And for a lot of TikTokers, it's working, because slowly, although TikTok will certainly always have this more entertainment type feel to it, it certainly has become a go-to information base for people as well, particularly younger generations. And I have to say myself, I've learned a lot of things on TikTok. It might sound crazy. People are now using it in a very similar way to how they used to use YouTube, in putting in their interests, putting in their hashtags that they follow, and consuming education-based content on the platform. Now, to take this one step further, TikTok recently started allowing landscape videos. Oh, YouTubers, man! Now you can have landscape videos on TikTok. And again, TikTok is rewarding people who are using these new features with extra views and extra reach. It's all an experimentation. TikTok is very much experimenting with it. And by the way, the 30 minutes and the landscapes are not available to everyone in every country yet. They're still trickle rolling it out. If it's not showing on your app just yet, it's not you. It just means that they haven't rolled it out to everyone at the moment. The question I've had today is, should you be using features? My answer to that is throw should out of the window And ask yourself, do I have the capacity to share or create a piece of content and just publish that everywhere? Because yes, you do. If you're using a social media scheduler, you can very easily distribute your content to multi-channels, and all content will do very differently on every single channel because they have very different audiences. They go through trends of consuming different types of content, and they drip release the content to their audiences in very different ways. Some channels like YouTube, there's a very slow release of that content and the viewership grows over time. TikTok used to just be, if it didn't get a hit in the first 5 minutes, it's gone into the Neverland. Whereas now TikTok's playing the YouTube game, and it's more giving people what they're interested in. And some old videos are now starting to be pumped back out to people. It's interesting how it changes. My approach isn't right or wrong, it's just an approach. My approach is, if I'm going to spend time creating content of any kind, I want to maximize the potential that content has for me. I want that content to work as hard as possible for me. That's been my approach. I post that same content in as many locations as I possibly can. If you have filmed a 30-minute video or a 30-minute podcast, why not chuck it on TikTok and see what happens? These new features are rewarding tester outers and beta triers. I personally would say go for it. See what happens. You have no idea what content's going to flop and what content's going to take off. And FYI, you will probably 99.9% of your content never go anywhere, but it will create searchable history and digital footprints for you that will establish your credibility in those keywords and when people come looking at your account. It will be that 0.01%, that one video a year that will go, and it will make up for all of the other stuff that went nowhere. I will use a classic example on my YouTube channel. I posted consistently for 30 years and none of my videos went anywhere. 100 views, 50 views, 200 views, nothing. 10 years I did not quit posting for. Then one day I randomly threw up a quick video. I didn't even turn the camera on because it was that quick, rough and ready. That video, I think, has almost reached 1 million views. It took off overnight, and it has been responsible for over 90% of the subscribers on my channel, all 27,000 of them. This is crazy. That one video blew up my channel and got me nearly all of my subscribers, and then made all of my other videos start getting pumped out to people. All of my old stuff that got to all started growing in views. It takes that one video, and you never know which one it's going to be. So you just have to keep on sharing. And even if none of your videos ever go viral, that's completely irrelevant and doesn't matter. The point with organic marketing is that you are building that silent web of content behind the scenes that is going to capture people who are searching, following certain, or indeed checking you out to see if you're worthy of your services and going, who's this person then? Oh my God, they've been talking about this forever. They're going to pick you over the guy who hasn't. Always remember the value of content. If you can post it in one place, you can post it in many places. Make your content work hard for you as possible.